In the heart of a small, forgotten town nestled among towering trees and whispering winds, there stood an old, decrepit house. Its once vibrant paint had long since faded, and its windows were shattered like eyes gouged out by some unseen force. Locals whispered of its dark history, of the family that had once lived within its walls, only to vanish without a trace. But the true horror of the house lay dormant, waiting patiently for its next victims. One fateful night, a group of friends, eager for adventure and thrills, dared each other to spend the night in the abandoned house. Among them was Sarah, a brave soul with a fascination for the macabre, and her friends Jack, Emma, and Alex. As they stepped through the creaking door into the darkness within, a chill ran down their spines. But they pushed forward, fueled by adrenaline and youthful bravado. The air was thick with dust and decay, and the floorboards groaned beneath their feet as they ventured deeper into the house. Sarah led the way, her flashlight cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope. They explored room after room, each one more eerie than the last, until they reached the basement, where a sense of dread hung heavy in the air. The basement was cold and damp, with walls lined with shelves of old, rotting books and rusted tools. As they moved deeper into the darkness, they stumbled upon a hidden room concealed behind a tattered curtain. Curiosity getting the better of them, they pushed aside the curtain and stepped into the hidden chamber. It was small and cramped, with strange symbols etched into the walls and floor. But what caught their attention most was the altar in the center of the room, adorned with candles and dried blood. Before they could react, the door slammed shut behind them, sealing them in darkness. Panic surged through their veins as they frantically searched for a way out, but their efforts were in vain. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness, chilling them to the bone. Voice, "Welcome, my darlings, to my humble abode." Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness, chilling them to the bone. The group turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows, clad in tattered clothes and wearing a mask adorned with grotesque symbols. Voice, "I've been waiting for you. You see, this house has a hunger, a thirst for blood, and tonight it will be sated." With a flick of his wrist, the masked figure produced a gleaming knife, its blade reflecting the dim light of the candles. Sarah and her friends screamed in terror as they realized the true horror of their situation. They were trapped in the lair of a serial killer, a madman driven by dark desires and twisted fantasies. As the masked figure advanced, his laughter filled the room, echoing off the walls like the haunting echoes of the past. The group fought desperately for their lives, but their efforts were futile against the strength and madness of their captor. One by one, they fell to his blade, their screams echoing through the house until they were silenced forever. And as the first light of dawn broke through the shattered windows, the house fell silent once more, its secrets buried within its walls, waiting for the next unsuspecting victims to meet their grisly fate.